Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Fazza, I whispered, was she yours? She was, he said. And now, the wars. Inside my chest, no ceasefire. Find, too. She's gone, but lives within my mind. She wore the dusk within her eyes, and spoke in hush, like lullabies. Her every glance a spell so deep, it haunted me in waking sleep. She walked through gardens, time forgot, left footprints where my dreams were caught. Her shadow stayed when she was gone, a ghost that kissed the early dawn. Fazza, I said, was it that strong? He smiled through pain. I held her song. Each note inside my ribs would shake. Her silence now just makes me break. The winds returned, he took a breath, and from his soul came living death. She left a rose upon my bed. It bloomed with thorns, and bled instead. I saw his voice not just as sound, but thunder trapped beneath the ground. He sang of nights he dared not sleep, for dreams of her would only weep. 3. I called her name into the sea. The waves just mocked and punished me. I carved her name into a tree, but still she ran away from me. And there it was, the deepest cut. Clint, a prince undone, his palace shut. No crowd to cheer, no fame to please. Just broken vows on wounded knees. She wore goodbye like it was gold, while I grew numb and dark and old. Tide chased her smile through foreign lands, but only caught the dust in hands. The stars leaned close to hear him cry. The falcons mourned across the sky. And I, a stranger to his past, felt every word like blades that last. He spoke of days that never came, of fires that burned without a flame. Dull, he said, she loved me once, I know, but some loves leave and never show. And then his voice began to shake, like tears that storms refuse to fake. He said, my poems all are hers. My heart, a jail that still prefers to her memory as its only guest. I breathe, but never truly rest. He sat beneath a lonely tree, the branches bent like wounded plea. His gutra, white, his face was gray, like time had stolen youth away. He held a page, her name it wore. The ink was tears, and nothing more. No poet now, but broken glass, a mirror cracked by love's bypass. She said my poems made her cry, but still, she left without goodbye. She said my words were stars above, but never said that she felt love. Light. I closed my eyes and heard his pain. It fell like unexpected rain. He was a prince, yet here he bled. A common man, a heart gone dead. I walked through silence for her name. Each echo burnt me like a flame. I wore her scarf around my chest. Nay, a memory folded, once caressed. He sighed so deep it shook the ground. No music left, no healing sound. His eyes looked far, past night and noon, beyond the stars, beyond the moon. She once said, write me if I go. So I wrote oceans, skies, and snow. That I wrote till ink turned into blood, till pain became my only flood. And then he paused, his lips went still. The desert air grew cold and chill. He stared ahead, as if she stood. But no one came, not flesh, not wood. Did she ever love you, Fazza dear? I asked, while choking back my tear. He smiled a smile, not meant for joy. She loved the poems, not the boy. And there was the final blow. the kind of truth that steals your glow. She loved his lines, but not his soul. See, she praised the art, not made him whole. He rose and looked toward the night. The stars no longer offered light. Yet still, he bowed. He raised his hand. A poet prince who couldn't stand. She broke me kindly, with a smile. And now I walk this grief a mile. But I shall write, for hearts that ache, for those who lost what love can't fake. His voice, though cracked, still gently played, like distant oud in sunset shade. And I, now drenched in weeping tone, felt less alone. Less all alone. Tour. He walked alone by moonlit trail. Each footstep echoed like a wail. No gods, no gold, no royal crown. Just memories weighing mountains down. I begged the sky to speak her name. But stars grew dumb, and clouds felt shame. I searched her face in every crowd, but all I found were voices loud. His silence screamed between each line, more sharp than sword, more deep than wine. I built a castle with my pain, but all it held was winter rain. He turned his gaze to desert's face, and saw her smile in empty space. The wind still smells like jasmine skin, but every breeze reminds of sin. He took a book, a leather red. Her name, he said, still must be read. And from his lips the verses came, each syllable a holy flame. She touched my world, then walked away, left me to bleed on gold and clay. She wrote goodbye with silent lips, then sailed away on sinking ships. I wear her memory like a ring, too tight to wear, too deep to fling. And even time, that master thief, cannot erase this kind of grief. The falcons circled high above. Every flower reminds me of you. Their color, their scent, the morning dew. You left, but never truly went. My soul still waits, broken and bent. That I walk among people every day, with a smile that keeps pain away. But when alone, the truth is loud. I cry for you beneath the cloud. They say time heals what it breaks, but they don't know what your loss takes. You were not just a chapter in my song. You were the melody all along. I still see you in the passing crowd, in faces blurred, in voices loud. Each footstep echoes your name, but the silence answers just the same. You're the shadow in the morning light, the whisper that returns each night. Jaspit, you're in the breeze, in every sigh, in every hello, and every goodbye. They praise me for standing tall, but don't know I've lost it all. My kingdom may seem golden bright, but inside I've turned off the light. That I hold my tears behind my eyes. A king who mourns beneath his skies. The horses run, the falcons fly, but inside this prince, I silently die. Do you remember the songs we wrote? The laughter in every single note? Now, each verse cuts like a knife, as if memory itself gave me life. Does ride through the desert with pride, but wish you still sat by my side. Each grain of sand recalls your face, lost forever in time and space. Sometimes I speak to empty air, as if your soul still lingers there. I write you letters in my mind, words the world will never find. They call me prince, the poet's soul. But no one sees the shattered whole. Each poem I write bleeds your name. Each verse burns in love's lost flame. I've walked through cities, draped in gold, yet none as warm as your hand to hold.